Hello everybody, it's me Nate, aka Double Dog, and I'm back with another video. First of all, I want to say very happy new year to each and every one of y'all. This will be a spoiler-free review of Cobra Kai Season 4. Keep in mind, this came out a year ago. Literally, I can say that since it launched yesterday. It came out on the 31st of December. So yes, I sat down and watched all 10 episodes, and this is my spoiler-free of this interesting show. Like I said, other than certain characters that you should already know that are in this, I'm not going to spoil any of the plots. But I will say I got my little handy-dandy cheat sheet to help me with some of my memories since I'm getting old, But it consists of 10 episodes, much like every other season they've had, and it's a heavy focus this time on Kyle Reese and bringing back his old buddy Terry Silver, which you all already know that he was coming back because they actually had it to where he made a phone call to him at the end of Season 3's ending. The main thing is they dive deep back once again into the backstory and character development. This series, I thought, got stagnant after Season 2 and 3. Season 1 was great, Season 2 was okay, but 3 I didn't like. It started getting very formulaic as just an excuse for all these kids to fight. And I was worried. I'm like, if they just stay doing this, I'm not going to be interested in the series. And fortunately, I can say, hands down, Cobra Kai Season 4, for me, was a hit. It is a lot more slower paced because of the character development and bringing in new characters as well. And there are lots of fights, but these fights actually kind of, if you have to write in fights, it gets a little bit annoying, but they do it in a way here with their training and stuff to where it actually makes more sense. It's not just constant rumbles with these kids like in the last couple seasons, which has made me go, listen, I understand it's about great fighting of these kids, but at the same time, it was getting stale. They mix it up a bit. Now, the overall plot with this is, Daniel's forced bond to have to join forces with the other guy because Silver and Kreese have joined forces. So they figure 2 is better than 1, and you've seen this at the end of Season 3. So they team up for this so they can train both Miyagi-Do and also Eagle Fang, to be ready to be able to fight Kreese and Silver in the upcoming Valley Championship. Now, fortunately, I can say they actually have the championship in this. It's pretty much the highlight of the whole 10-part series. Now, like I said, this harkens back to more like Season 1 and the beginning parts of Season 2. So it's way better in terms of the acting of the characters, the overall plot, what's going on, and the backstabbiness between the characters. It's not as bad as the other ones where every other episode they're flipping, okay? Like one moment they hate each other and they're beating each other's butts, and in the next episode they're buddies again. No, fortunately, I can at least say there was no flip-flopping of the characters, even though there is a lot of empathy going on with these characters in this particular season. Now, like I said, I thought it was really cool that they mix it up by, they both have their own different ways of teaching kids on how to do karate. You have Daniel-san doing his way, Miyagi-Do, and of course you have Joey Lawrence, or whatever his name is. Joey, teaching him totally different. Johnny, by the way, Johnny Lawrence, not Joey Lawrence. That's the character from what was it, Blossom, I think. But Johnny has a much more violent form of training people, while, of course, Daniel wants to teach him more on defense. So you got one that's more for offense and the other for defense. And it's pretty cool how they actually have it in the plot to where it does make perfect sense when you watched all 10 of these episodes. And like I said, the main thing is getting set up, training the kids and stuff for the All Valley Championship. They end up going to prom and stuff like that. And they bring back a couple other characters from previous episodes, which was nice. Honestly, like some of the OG music, the original music comes back again, and it's a very dramatic, plot-heavy series. This particular one is. Season 4 dives deep more into the drama than it does over-the-top action. It still has a lot of good fight scenes and good stuff, but they mix it up too. But when they actually do get to the All Valley Championship at the end, it's more focused on a skills competition, to where it's not just like the old one where they have to punch and kick each other to win. There's a bunch of other stuff they have to do, which is actually pretty cool. If you ever been to like a karate championship, that's normally how they are. It's not just people fighting against each other. There's all kinds of other stuff that you do too, like weapons mastery, block breaking, stuff like that. So it made sense. And they also split it up in genders, to where you have the males and the females, which I have no problem with. Once again, that makes more sense and is more realistic. Honestly, there's a much more deeper emotional bond with these characters. A lot more of the physicality of it is not as intense as the previous season. But like I said, the previous season I thought got stupid. It got carried away, and this time they went back to what makes the show good. A much deeper plot with better developing characters, their trials and tribulations of teenagers growing up, being bullied, how they deal with it, and basically dealing with modern day things, along with getting ready for this big championship. Honestly, most all the episodes in these 10 episodes are really good, but there's one part I gotta say that kind of bothered me, and that was episode 9. Out of the Blue has, for some reason, it's got a song number by Carrie Underwood in it. Carrie Underwood shows up. Now, I know I said no spoilers, but that's not really, she's not really anything to do with the plot, okay? None of the plot has anything to do with Carrie Underwood, and she's in it. And I'm thinking, really? I mean, I'd much rather see the money go towards, better sets and stuff. Don't get me wrong, they do have a lot of good outfits that they wear now, like the uniforms and stuff. But to me, I'm like, save that money. Don't give it to Carrie Underwood to have her show up. Give it for some other things, And of course, it's all set up for the main finale ending. The last episode, episode 10, is the All Valley Finals. And I will have to say, about 98% of the final episode is all out action, all out fighting, and hands down, it's handled tremendously better than the brawls they did before. Now, don't get me wrong, the big old brawls they had with the kids were cool, the choreographed fights were great, but this one harkens back better to the original Karate Kid movies, and I liked it way better. I really did. And especially has a lot of touching, heartfelt moments in it throughout with these characters as they evolve, learn, and grow, and as they get through. And honestly, it has a rather messed up, bittersweet ending. Now, if you're wondering, yes, they did already say that they already have season 5's already been filmed. They're just editing it. So it might be out by next year or the end of this year, pretty much by July, I believe, because they had already fast passed it all the way back in August of 2021 when they approved for season 5. So the ending on this is setting up season 5, and if you harken back to the one where the kid got the back damage and they thought he was paralyzed, this one sets it up with way more heavily focused threats at the end, okay? There's a lot going down with multiple different characters. There's a lot that goes down with the Kreese character. There's a lot that goes down with Daniel and also the kids as well. So there's a lot more, not life-threatening stakes in this, but a lot of, oh my God, wow, nice good cliffhanger moments that make you want to see what they're going to do in season 5. And I honestly appreciate that, because like I said, season 3, I didn't like it. I didn't like how it ended. I really did not like season 3, and I was worried. And season 1 I loved. Season 2 I was like, okay, but it was losing its luster. And season 3 pulled me out of it where I'm like, if they don't do something good in this next season, I'm out. I'm tired of watching this because this is not creative. But thank God I can say these 10 episodes, they're roughly about 30 and 45 minutes long each one. Same as length as the other ones I checked. They just seem shorter. But thank goodness I can say the writing in this is a lot better. The characters' interactions are a lot better. The plot makes a lot more sense. It's more realistic, because let's be honest, in the other ones, you got all these kids doing all this, and you tell me the police would never catch on, these people wouldn't get arrested, they wouldn't get in trouble. There was no stakes to it. They're doing all this damage and violence, and they keep getting away with it with just slaps on their hands. Yeah, a couple of them went like the juvie in part, in season 3. But this one is a lot more grounded, and it's a lot more focused, and I think that really, really helped it out a lot. But in the end, I can actually highly recommend Cobra Kai Season 4. I think it's the best out of the bunch so far. The first season to me was the best, followed by this one. And like I said, Season 2 was, and Season 3 I actually did not like. The characters flip-flopping just bothered me, but in this one it makes sense, and they stabilized the characters. They focused and followed through with a main central story arc of these characters, and this time there was no M. Night Shyamalan-y twisty crap to it. Pretty good, and like I said, the fights were really well choreographed. These kids are fantastic. I'm sure they're using stunt doubles for some of these scenes, but nonetheless, they do a great job. This was Nate, aka Devil Dog. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching this video. Please leave in the comments below if you'd like to see a spoiler version or a rant video on Cobra Kai Season 4. Make sure to hit that bell icon to stay updated whenever I release any new videos on my channel. Gives me a thumbs up if you like this, and remember, lots and lots of comments so I can answer each and every one. And I always end my videos by saying, have fun, play hard, and remember, people, the devil is in the details. Peace out until next time.